What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we're going to be checking out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Eileen9B. So shout out to them. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. And we have a very kind of glass cannon-y, no chill team, pedal to the metal. We got Shadow Machamp, Wiz Cash, and Mew. Now, I want you guys to take a look at that moveset on Mew. Grass Knot and Overheat. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, getting into this first battle here. Excited to see how this team... Oh, Pidgeot on the lead. That is a bad matchup. We will see a swap right away into the Mew, and it is going to be a shiny Mew as well, so very nice flex right there. But they really don't have the best answer to the Pidgeot. Overheat, oh, and they're going to go for the no shield as well. Most likely going to be a Feather Dance, which it is. That's going to debuff the attack right there. And a Wiz Cash is coming into a Grass Knot Mew. To be fair, they don't know that, but oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. You may be wondering why that didn't one-shot. Remember, Pidgeot's Gust debuffing the opponent's attack, right? Two Grass Knots, though, able to take out the Wiz Cash. We are going to see Pidgeot come back in and farm down. Now, they don't have the best answer right here, so it's going to be very interesting to see if this Pidgeot is actually going to sweep this whole team, right? As long as it keeps Feather Dancing. And we do see a shield as well from Wiz Cash. If it keeps Feather Dancing and it shields the correct moves, it can completely obliterate this team. Here comes the Mud Bomb, though, for a shield bait. Let's see if they get it. They don't get it, and they're just going to go ahead and go straight for the Blizzard. The Pidgeot as well has another move. So this Pidgeot is just cleaning through this team right now. Feather Dance no shielded as well. So here comes the Blizzard. This is not going to one-shot because of the debuffs. But Pidgeot let it go, and the final Pokemon is going to be the Pancake, the notorious core breaker of this Great League Remix Cup. But Machamp honestly does not care. Counter is going to be doing so much damage right here, and with having Cross Chop, that low energy fighting charge move, it's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on these shields, so Wiz Cash might actually be able to take this game. Let's see how this plays out. Machamp going for the Cross Chop, no shield right there, so there's still one shield left on both sides, but the Machamp is going to go ahead and shield this final Mud Bomb. It's going to be a race to the next charge move if they can get it in time. They do get to it, and the switch clock is coming back up on that Wiz Cash, so we might see a sack swap right here. They're trying to swap, but they don't get it because of CMP tie. Machamp is going to go down. Wiz Cash is going to be able to come in and farm down with Mud Bomb. Pidgeot is going to get farmed down with Mud Shot. And that is going to be a good game. Very well played. So a very tough game one. I honestly thought Pidgeot was going to sweep the whole team right there. Alright, so we got Charizard on the lead. And this is going to be a Dragon Breath Charizard as well. That's why it's freaking out over there. Spastically going around. That's because of the Dragon Breath animation. It's so funny to watch. Alright, so we do see an Obstagoon now come into this Mew. Overheat is obviously going to be doing a ton of damage right here. And the Shadow Machamp can easily come in and farm down. Now, it's all going to be a case of if Mew can get to the Grass Knot in time, or is this Night Slash going to be taking it out? Mew able to hold on, and it does get to the Grass Knot. This should be getting the shield from the Obstagoon, otherwise the matchup is going to be flipped. No, they let it go. Barely able to hold on right there. Machamp is going to come in and farm down. Still has 2-to-1 shield advantage, so let's see how this plays out. We do see the Charizard come back in, but Wiz Cash as well is going to have to shield right here. Could be the Blast Burn. No, it's just going to be Dragon Claw spam. And Dragon Breath absolutely shreds right here. So here comes the Mud Bomb. Probably not going to be getting a shield from the Charizard. Oh, they do decide to shield. That means whatever's in the back is going to be weak to Wiz Cash. And they're trying to get it out of here. Let's see how this plays out. Good shield on the Blast Burn right there as well. They do have quite a bit of energy. And we see a swap into Registeel. No wonder they're wanting to keep the Charizard alive. It's their only answer basically to the Machamp and the Wiz Cash. But Registeel right here can get to a Focus Blast in time before it goes down to multiple Mud Bombs because it's just that bulky. So let's see how this plays out. They have a potential to swap as well. They're going to go ahead and hang in here with the Wiz Cash. Probably come in with the Machamp. Focus Blast is not enough. They definitely undercharged it right there. Very interesting. And Shadow Machamp is going to be able to close this game out. Yeah, they do decide to surrender right there. Alright, moving into this next battle, we have Shadow Machamp versus Stelix on the lead. Shiny Stelix at that. Very awesome Pokemon, but a solid lead win. Now, they can't necessarily swap into anything right now because Mew and Wiz Cash can still take a lot of damage, especially if Froslass ahead on energy. But they are doing quite a bit with counter. right? And they threaten with Rock Slide. So we'll probably see a swap now, which we do into Wiz Cash right here. Again, Stelix being weak to, firstly, counters or the fighting type moves from Machamp, weak to Wiz Cash and its ground type moves, and weak to Overheat. They have lots of answers for it, so they're going to try to manage the health right here on both Wiz Cash and Machamp. So can they get to it in time? Yes, they do. This is going to be taking out Frostlass. Unless they decide to shield, which I don't think they would. They're going to have to come back in with Steelix. No, we're going to see a Dragalge now come in and farm down with Dragon Tail. Now, it's also going to be weak to ground type moves because of that poison typing. That just does so much damage. Mew can come into this matchup pretty easily right here. They do have to watch out for the potential Outrage, but I still don't think it would be enough to take it out. And it is going to be an Aqua Tail shield bait, which is very nice. They can easily let this next one go as well because their win condition now is going to be with their Shadow Machamp and a shield. So they're going to go ahead and swap in the Machamp, save the energy there on the Mew so they have an Overheat ready to go for the Stelix. And they have a lot of energy now on Machamp for this Stelix matchup. So I don't think there's anything the Stelix can do. They're going to go ahead and go for another Cross Chop, and we might see a complete farm down right here from Stelix, but I don't think it will be enough. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be close. Yeah, they do punch it down with 1 HP and a Dream right there. All right. Moving into this next battle, and they still had Mew in the back with an Overheat ready to go. We got another Pancake coming in here. They decide to swap into the Mew, and we do see a Greedent now come into this matchup. Greedent does have access to Crunch, so it will be doing super effective damage. So this Mew is going to want to put out as much damage with Overheat as it can because they know they're probably going to be no-shielding these Crunches. Yeah, they decide to no-shield right here. But Greedent's going to have to throw another one in order to take it out, and Mew just might be able to get to it. No, they don't get to it in time. If this is Body Slam, it might be not enough to take it out. Oh no, Mew does go down to it. So Machamp can come in and load up on energy. It's going to take quite a bit of damage from Body Slam, but honestly, having this extra energy and saving a shield for Wiz Cash might be the correct play. Let's see what's going to happen. Here comes the Cross Chop. Most likely not getting a shield, I would think, from the Stunfisk right here. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and let that go. And the Stunfisk is going to go ahead and swap, or they decide to swap in the Wiz Cash to try to catch the charge move. And it is going to be the Mud Bomb, which doesn't do too much damage. Now, there is a Frostlass in the back. So this game is definitely not over. But Machamp is still looking pretty strong. As long as it can keep get quite a bit of energy from potentially farming down this Frostlass. Now, Wiz Cash is going to have to start throwing these Mud Bombs to start chunking the health. We still don't see any shields. This opponent is just holding on to every shield that they possibly can. Here comes another Mud Bomb. There goes the first shield finally. Now Frostlass is kind of in control of this game, and they do get both shields as well. So this is going to be very tough to see if they can pull this off. Another Mud Bomb coming through. We might see a hot swap into Machamp right here as well, which we do. They're going to go ahead and swap into it. They get to the Cross Chop in time. Is this going to be enough damage to take out the Frostlass, though? Yes, it is. Frostlass goes down. Stunfisk comes in. They're going to have to throw their energy, but I don't think it has enough energy in order to get off 2 Mud Bombs versus Wiz Cash right here. So it's going to be a race to the next one, and Wiz Cash able to take it right there. So again, managing the energy and keeping their Wiz Cash alive was a very nice play. All right. Moving into this next battle, we have Machamp on the lead versus Fortress. Pretty interesting matchup here on the lead, but Counter just does not care. They're going to just keep going for cross chops and counters, and this Fortress probably has Sand Tomb, which might be what they're looking to do, is throw that charge move. So we'll have to see. Yeah, they do decide to shield right here. And it is going to be, it is going to be the Sand Tomb, which does debuff. And they're going to go ahead and swap into the Mew, and we do see Emolga now come in. So Emolga is going to be spamming, I believe it's going to be discharges right here. Yeah, it is going to be the discharges for neutral damage. And they really need to just force a shield from this Emolga with an Overheat, because they may not be expecting this Overheat, which they aren't. Boom! Takes it out right there. That is a huge one shot from the Mew to really help turn this game around for them. Hopefully they can get to another one in time. They cannot. Now they're going to go ahead and bring in the Wiz Cash right here. Wiz Cash can easily farm down a Fortress with its Mud Shot. Doesn't have to worry about Sand Tomb, and they can clear the debuff by swapping into a Machamp. And we do see a Bronzong in the back. So Wiz Cash right here is going to do a ton of damage with these Mud Bombs, and the opponent does decide to surrender right there. So an unfortunate no shield on the Overheat completely turned that game around. Alright, double Shadow face-off. Machamp obviously winning that matchup. We do see a Blastoise now come in. Machamp can absolutely tear apart a Blastoise, and they can easily swap into potentially Mew right here if they want to. So we'll have to see how they decide to play this out. They wanted to swap, but they will have to give up a shield right here. And it's going to be up to the Mew. No, they're going to decide to stay and go for another cross chop, look to force that shield from the Blastoise. They still have Mew with Overheat to help handle the Abomasnow, but Wiz Cash as well is not going to have a very nice matchup versus that Shadow Abomasnow. We do see a Charizard now come in, so they're going to go ahead and swap into the Mew right here. And obviously these moves are not going to be doing too much damage. Not from the Charizard, right? Dragon Claw Blast Burn still hurts. Oh no. Boo! They gotta surrender right there. They gotta surrender. No, they're still fighting the good fight. Oh my gosh, just anticipating that the Mew is Wild Charge and Surf. There are so many booms in this video, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. I love watching battles when I have no clue what's going to happen. It's so satisfying. We do see a swap now into Flygon, which is definitely a tough matchup for everything on this team because it is rocking Dragon Tail, but we do see a shield with Cross Chop. And Empoleon was in the back, so they have an answer for it with Wiz Cash. Now, this is unfortunate that they can't get the Cross Chop in time, so they're going to have to come in with Mew and load up on energy. Now, we might see the Empoleon come back in, but they also may be thinking it has Wild Charge, so we might see that final Pokemon in the back, which we do. It's going to be a Dragalge. So Wiz Cash obviously is looking very nice right here in this game because it's going to be able to tear apart this core of Empoleon and Dragalge, the Steel, right, Poison typing. So all they need to do is just spam Mud Bomb. Doesn't even matter if they catch the swap like they do right here. This still does super effective damage. That's what's beautiful about Wiz Cash when you can core break a bit on some teams. Now obviously Empoleon as well can chunk a lot of health with Waterfalls as we're seeing. They're deciding to waste as much energy as they can, and the Mew as well will be able to basically like throw an Overheat. Both Grassnot and Overheat are going to be resisted because, well actually yeah, Overheat's going to be the better move here. So they just need to throw that, and that's probably going to be a good game. It's going to be resisted, but having shield still, and this does a ton of, yeah, that's going to be a GG's. They can safely shield right here. One more Shadow Claw should be able to take this, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Alright, moving in this next one, we have Machamp on the lead versus Cresselia. Terrible matchup. Let's see how they adjust right here. We obviously see them spamming to go into that Mew, which has been their safe swap. And we do see a Registeel come in. This is very, very nice. Overheat will be doing so much super effective damage. I imagine this Registeel is just going to let it go. Yeah, it does. It doesn't one-shot, though, but they can potentially commit to this farm down right here. Are they going to shield? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield. And then just look to farm down with Shadow Claw. Registeel might be able to get... No, they decide to throw the Overheat. That might be a mistake right here for them, because I think they could have farmed down. No, they didn't. The Registeel does shield, so this is actually pretty nice. They can let this go through. Flash Cannon is not going to be enough to take it out, and they successfully flip this matchup. Now, again, having Machamp and Wiz Cash left on the team with the most HP, Cresselia can core break that because of Psycho Cut and Grass Knot. Now, they're going to swap right away into the Machamp and try to get to the Rock Slide in time. They have to let this charge move go through in the Moonblast. Boom! One shot to the Machamp. That is unfortunate right there. Now, they did clear the debuff here on the Mew, which means Grass Knots now are going to be doing more damage than they would have because of the Overheat debuffs, and they do get a shield as well. So whatever's in the back, hopefully Wiz Cash with a shield can take this, but they are going to go ahead and shield on the Mew. They are praying they can get to this Overheat in time. It's going to be a race to get to it. They do get to it in time, but is it going to be enough to take it out? What is in the back? Oh, it's not enough to take it out. Simultaneous swap into Wiz Cash's right here. This is going to be very interesting. No shields left in play. It's all going to come down to who can sneak fast moves through. Blizzard and Mud Bomb are both doing neutral damage, and I think the sequence is going for one Mud Bomb and then going for a Blizzard for that neutral damage. So let's see if they can get to it in time. They do get to the Blizzard in time. If this, I don't think this is enough to take it out. It's just barely going to be able to survive. Oh no, it took it out, but Cresselia doesn't have a charge move. They're lagging. No. Oh no, it's going to be Grass on. It's going to take it out, but Mew does have Shadow Claw. Oh, simultaneous KO right there for the final. No, not the final battle. We got more battles. My goodness, what a game. All right, we got Shadow Machamp on Shadow Machamp right here. Let's see how they decide to play this out. They're going to go ahead and swap into Mew to catch the cross chop right here. That is a huge catch. from this battler, and let's see how they decide to answer it. They decide to come in with Registeel, perfectly set up to have Overheat, again doing super effective damage like we saw in the previous battle, and it's going to do quite a bit right there. We also know the Mew can survive a Flash Cannon, so they're going to go ahead and let this go. I think giving Wiz Cash some potential shields right here is going to be nice. They can't get to the Grass Knot in time. That's unfortunate. They got farmed down, but Machamp is going to be able to come in and farm down. We do see a Victini now come in. So they decided to go for the cross chop right here, and they're probably going to have to swap into Wiz Cash, which they do. Now Wiz Cash is going to have a tough time right here because this Victini is overloading on energy. We do see a swap into Shadow Machamp as well, which has no energy because it did throw that cross chop. They do shield, and they're going to go ahead and throw another Mud Bomb right here to take out the Shadow Machamp. I think they have this in the bag. They just need to get to one Mud Bomb right here, and they still have 2 shields. Yeah, and the opponent does decide to surrender right there. So that is going to be a good battle, very well played. All right, moving to this next one, we got Machamp versus Wiz Cash. Obviously, counters are going to be really adding up, but we do see a swap right away into the Mew and Cofagrigus at the same time. Not expecting potentially the Overheat as well. That's what's so amazing with this team, and it lands for so much neutral damage. They can easily shield right here and farm down for loaded energy, and I suspect that we will see the Wiz Cash come back into a Grass Knot that's going to go unshielded. Let's see how this plays out. Well, yep, they decide to bring in the Wiz Cash. They're going to go ahead and go straight for the Grass Knot. Now, because of Overheat debuffing Mew's attack, this isn't going to do as much damage as it normally would, but that is still an insane amount, and Wiz Cash is going to have to throw its energy. They can go ahead and no shield right here. We'll have to see what their back line is going to look like. They decide to swap into Machamp, and we do see the Frostlass now come in. So this Frostlass does have 2 shields, which is very nice for it, but it's going to have to be shielding these cross chops, even though it wouldn't, basically it's not Rock Slide, right? It's still going to do a ton of damage, and they're just shielding the Machamp as well. So only 1 shield left in play on the Frostlass side, and we'll have to see if they decide to use it on Wiz Cash or Frostlass. They're going to go ahead and use it on Frostlass and throw the Avalanche right here. This is going to take out the Machamp, and it's going to be up to Wiz Cash and a sacrificial swap potentially on Mew in order to win this game. Wiz Cash loading up on energy, gonna get hit with an Avalanche though, which is very devastating for this matchup considering they have a mirror matchup in the back. We do see a swap into the Wiz Cash. They're gonna go for the Blizzard, but not in time. This Mud Bomb is not gonna be enough damage to take it out. It barely holds on. They're deciding to go for Blizzard. They could have gone for Mud Bomb, I think. I think it would have done enough damage. Blizzard, a bit of an overkill, but they do get to the Mud Bomb in time as well versus Frostlass, and I think this is going to be enough damage to take it out, and that is going to be a good game, very well played, living on 1 HP and a dream. What a fun set of battles right there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This looks like a very fun team, very unconventional team as well, and you guys saw how many booms we saw with that Mew with Grass Knots and Overheats. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, shout out to Eileen9B for sharing these battles with us, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.